Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Well, let me tell you, we have been dumpster diving for a few years now, and it is amazing. We're going to be bringing you a weekly remastered throwback video. There will be new commentary, updates on stuff we found, and Mr. Volt will be joining us from time to time. So he still prefers to do the dumpster diving, but will join us, more often. So make sure to subscribe, and you're going to have to watch the whole video because you never know when he's going to show up. This video right here, this was from our very first Amazon Fresh dumpster dive. It was funny how this all started. So Mr. Volt suddenly woke up and had to tell me about this dream he had.
We were driving and driving, then I saw it. An Amazon Fresh in a completely full dumpster. There was perfectly good food everywhere. I woke up and the rest is history.
So there you have it. That's Mr. Volt's dream that he had. That's what started this whole Amazon Fresh food retail dives. Before that we were doing apartment dives, which we loved. It was fun. We found a lot of stuff. But just the retail and food dives just took it in a different direction, and it opened our eyes to how much stuff is really thrown out there. So as you can see, there's tons of brand new, still sealed in the package food, drinks, items. And yes, you do have to check the stuff that you find, okay? Just like you would check your refrigerator, when you find something bad. We do that when we dumpster dive, but I'm telling you that pretty much everything that we find is still within its best by date or just barely getting to it. There are times where it may have passed the best by date, but we check it and it's still good. It's just, these stores, they can't hold on to all this inventory and they just get it out. And sometimes it's just, I guess the easiest way they can get it out is just to throw it away. Maybe they get, credit for that. That it's at a loss or something. Maybe, I don't know if it's just written off like that. I know that there's some places that they do pick up for donations and the stores will save it for them. I don't think this location throws this stuff out like this anymore, but that's what we saw. There was always security, heavily guarded, a lot of surveillance in this area. They don't want, people dumpster diving, but they don't understand the stuff that's out there, the stuff that's thrown away. This stuff is still good. I mean, it would be nice if it was just donated straight from the store and we didn't have to dumpster dive and get it out, because I think stores should have some kind of responsibility, to get rid of their stuff in a better way. If they have excess inventory, then they need to see where they can donate that to, have scheduled pickups or whatever it is. But it shouldn't go to the trash. It shouldn't be thrown away. When there's people starving, when there's people that can't pay for, food, when they have to choose between paying their rent or paying for their groceries, it shouldn't be thrown away like this. So this just kind of like got us thinking like, okay, how much other stuff is being thrown out? How much more stuff is being wasted? So from here, we continue doing this, and we love doing this. We love it when, places actually let us know when they have stuff for pickup, because that's how it's kind of getting to now. But it's yeah, it's a little more difficult with food. Big giant stores, they're not going to really call you up and say, hey, I have deliveries, donations to pick up. So yeah, Mr. Volt is constantly hearing deliveries and people walking around and people shopping in the area. So it's a little hard to, focus on that and then try and see what's inside without getting caught, and a whole mess of complications where, dumpster diving can be a little difficult. So it is not for everyone. So You may see this and maybe you might think, that it's easy. Maybe you might think, that you're able to do it, and that's fine. That's great. Go for it. We're showing this kind of stuff, to kind of like bring awareness to it, like that there's so much thrown out there. It's just be careful. I always say this too, be careful what you're doing around you. If you're able to have someone with you, bring someone with you. And we have asked many stores, for food that's being thrown out. We get the same response like, oh, we don't throw anything out, or we donate. But then later we see tons of stuff in the, dumpsters. So it gets a little frustrating like that. Like we want to help, we want to be able to donate stuff. And then we have to do it this way, which, we love. But yeah, I think we love the process of finding stuff, saving stuff, and donating as much as we can. So Mr. Volt is over here making his wall, and it just helps, to get stuff out, where he puts it in the box and gets it ready to go, especially in these big dumpsters, because these dumpsters are like, you see, like 8 feet tall. So I guess you can have a strategy and see what works for you when you're doing this. And hopefully it doesn't fall down, but yeah, just be careful and watch what you're doing. Yeah, the door open over there too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's hard to climb down like that. So we line everything up right here, get it out, and then just load it up. You see, even just this one dumpster, I mean, you can see how much is thrown out. Oh man. Mr. Volt looks like a waiter right here, like he's trying not to drop the tray of food. Okay, that steak looks really good. And, no joke, we have found like the best steaks ever dumpster diving at Amazon Fresh. I mean, look at this. The green onions, they're perfect. There's so many times that we go shopping and I find like fruits and vegetables that are already like, they're done, But dumpster diving, I mean, we find really good stuff in here. And yes, Mr. Volt's taking mushrooms too. So he does not really particularly like mushrooms. And there was one video where he found tons of mushrooms and he got so much hate from people. Why didn't you take the mushrooms? Because mushrooms are delicious, but yeah, I think it's kind of like in the moment, like, I don't know if he really realizes it, he's just grabbing stuff, but then, yeah, I guess I don't know, maybe it's like if you hate something or dislike a certain food, you might stay away from it. But he's kind of like learned from that and corrected that, where, he takes whatever he can take. But, also with that particular video, which you guys will see later, if you haven't seen it already, they threw out some other stuff, lots of stuff. So we also have to pick and choose sometimes what we can take and what we can't take. And then there's like the whole process of, sorting through everything. you know, washing everything because, you know, fruits and vegetables, you know, we wash everything. Packaged goods, you know, we'll check them and make sure they're good. Clean those up. There's still more too. And if there's any like imperfections or any parts, you know, that need to be trimmed off, then we just trim them off and we can still use it. But, you know, of course we check it, make sure it's good. If it's good, then, you know, we're good to go. We got ourselves a salad. We got ourselves, you know, some fruits and vegetables. It's just sad when we see, like, you know, not just other countries, because, you know, here in the US, there's still people that are starving. There's people that can't afford food. You know, but when we see all these people that they don't have the money for this stuff, you know, buying all of this stuff in the store is expensive. So that's why we, you know, we love finding food. We love finding, you know, stuff that can be donated. Because we know that there's a lot of people that can use it, that need it. And we thought we were done over here. You know, Mr. Volt's over here filming the haul and showing off, you know, what he found. And yes, those were all still cold. But he heard something and looked over, and there was more stuff being thrown out. Of course. So we checked it, and there was tons and tons of salmon, smoked salmon, packages of caviar, which they sell, you know, on Amazon too. So look at smoked salmon, wild salmon. I mean, there were hundreds of packages. You know, and the Best Buy, it was getting close, so they just toss everything in the dumpster. They can't sell it like when it gets to the Best Buy date, but you can donate. There's, you know, laws that protect donating when it gets to the expiration date, because it's like a Best Buy date. You have to kind of see it and decide if it's, you know, if it's still good, it can be donated. And this stuff was good. And no, we probably wouldn't take all of this stuff if we had seen it like in the dumpster, you know, but knowing that it was just barely thrown out, checking it, all of this stuff was really cold still. And as soon as, you know, we get this, we're gonna put it on ice and go through it. There were so many people that wanted this. Like we've mentioned this before, you know, we have friends, family, people that we know that we donate stuff to. So we let them know what we have, and then, you know, they're able to check it, see what they want. And this stuff was gone quick. Delicious smoked salmon. Perfect. Vacuum sealed for freshness. So make sure to stick around, watch some videos if you haven't, subscribe. We are getting close to 50,000 subscribers, so we kind of want to do something a little different with the channel. You know, we were thinking about maybe doing just like a little giveaway slash, you know, donation thank you to all of our subscribers, possibly maybe for every video. But we'll kind of like, you know, give more detail on that later as we go. But once we get to 50,000 subscribers, then we can kind of give more back, because you guys have been watching us all this time, supporting our channel, and we just really appreciate that. So we're just trying to find, you know, more ways to say thank you. and that we appreciate you. And no salmon is gonna get left behind. And of course, you know, if you guys dumpster dive, be careful, make sure to pick up after yourselves. Find places that you can donate to, people that you can donate to. Because there's so much out there that's just being wasted. People, they don't have money to even buy groceries, to have, you know, basic needs of food. So they rely on donations, and that's why we try to put out as much as we can and show you guys as much as we can. So here is a donation haul, and yes, we do check on it. We check on the stuff that we donate, make sure that it's being picked up, make sure that, you know, it's being taken. And I'm telling you, like, this stuff goes quick. There's so many people in need that whenever we check on it, stuff is gone. So we try and go out there again and keep doing this. Have a great day. Bye.